Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to Worst First.
Oh, it's going to be the best first.
We have the most energetic, amazing, incredible guest with us today.
Hi.
Mod Sun. Am I saying it right?
Yes, Mod Sun.
Mod Sun.
M-O-D-S-U-N. I woke up this morning, it's the greatest day of my entire life. And I just...
Is this pierced, your nose?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a crazy little bone.
You want to hear a story about it right now? Like, I got it pierced and totally didn't want... Let's go right into it. Here's my worst first date. So the next day, I was moving into the house that I live in now.
Okay.
Right? But I don't have any credit for everyone out there, okay? I never, believed in,
Shout out to everyone else with no
shout
credit.
out to everyone out there that, is, worried about their credit and all that shit. Like, I don't have bad credit or good credit. I've just never had credit, right?
Wow.
And so, but doing that, getting a crib is kind of it can be a challenge, right?
Right. But you got street credit.
Yeah, right. I come in, I'm like,
what's
Google
up
me,
with,
baby.
what's up with street
good?
credit?
You
Can I
feel
use
me?
that to get into this apartment? No?
Yeah,
Okay.
no. Yeah,
okay, so you had no credit. You're moving in your place.
So I always think it's gonna be such an easy transition. So anyways, I moved out of my house and I didn't have a house yet. I thought it was gonna be so easy, and it was really hard this time. So I was living in my warehouse. I have a warehouse.
Wow.
That's
like a storage unit?
No, like Andy Warhol factory.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's my creative world, which is now me and my friend own a merch company.
Oh, cool.
I'm a big business guy. I do lots of business stuff. So we own a merch company. It's a giant warehouse filled with merch and art and all this shit. And it's dirty though. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking warehouse. Okay. And I was living in there because I didn't have a crib, right? Yet. So I was living there, and the girl that I'm talking about came over. And
she was like, "Oh my god,
dude!" But somehow she loved it and ended up staying over at the warehouse.
She stayed over at the dirty warehouse with you.
We took a shower in the dirty warehouse.
How did there have a shower in there? Is it just an old rusty shower?
No, it's it's a warehouse in Van Nuys, it's a nice warehouse, but I'm a dirty fuck, and I've been living there.
You're
for
a dirty person.
Dirty as hell. I need my friend that's there. He could be the biggest person to vouch for it. I have to have people around to make sure that I don't just get buried in my
dirt.
Just I have a bazillion clothes in my house, art everywhere. I do I write books and I make music and I paint, and so all that's just everywhere.
Are you a hoarder?
Low key I am, but it's not bad hoarding.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff. I have guitars signed by people and memorabilia.
You're it's lit hoarding.
Yeah, it's really cool hoarding.
Everything's dope.
It's yeah, but that's signed by Charles Bukowski, okay? So it's
Dead.
okay if I have a giant trash thing in my corner.
Dead.
So anyways, she liked it, whatever, and it was fun. And then the next day I actually moved into my house. So then we woke up at my house, and I was trying to be tough guy, yeah, let's go do it. Let's get a septum piercing. Cool, I'll go do it. Totally hate piercings. I'm freaked. Oh my god, needles, anything. Yo, that's how you know I'm not really a druggie. For all y'all out there that think Mod Sun might be a druggie. Yo, needles, pills, it cannot enter my body ever.
You're scared of it.
So freaked out. So anyways, except tattoos, it's so funny. I can get tattoos anywhere, but oh my god,
but
just
getting
piercings or stitches or
it's gross.
I start sweating talking about it right now.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm tough guy. Yeah, let's go do it, girl. I'll press you. And I go and get my septum pierced, and when they pierce your septum, it makes a pop, goes through the cartilage. And dude did it, and then he's like, "Oh, you have a deviated septum."
What does that? What does that mean?
Basically, it means my nose is crooked on the inside. Can happen from a number of different ways.
Oh my god! Usually from cocaine.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's where you hear it from, which may have happened to me. Who knows? So anyways, so I get it pierced, and he's like, "It's deviated. It didn't work."
What?
Yeah,
it didn't go through?
It's gonna be
crooked.
Not working.
Right,
and I'm cool, dude. Pretty sure you should have known that before you fucking did this. First off, right?
Where'd you go?
Sorry, bro. I'm not even gonna ruin your company right now, but yeah, come on, dog. I'm not even gonna say it. It was on Melrose. Let's just say that. So then, look, she's looking at me oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I'm wanting to cry because it hurts so bad.
Oh my god.
And dude's you don't have to do it. We can do it again. I'm if you think I'm getting out of this chair without having a septum piercing, you're fucking crazy. Let's do it again. He does it again, fucking fucks it up.
Are you serious?
I had to get it pierced 3 different times.
He pierced your nose once, didn't work. Took it out, did it again.
Each time.
Didn't work.
Nope.
And then did it again.
Third time. And then go through hell to get this piercing. And then here I am now. The reason we're talking about this because you brought up my piercing. And right now my nose is it's infected.
Oh.
So if I move, you guys, if I move too hard like this, okay, this is what's happening. Is the nose, the hole in my nose is trying to scab and heal, but every time it moves, it opens up the scab, and it's like it makes your eyes water every
Are
time.
you in pain?
Yo, not right now. I'm like good, but like the last week has been such pain. Like,
is it worth it?
I touched noses with a girl last night, and it hurt so bad I like started crying. Like, just like going like, oh my God.
She's like, am I a bad kisser? You're all like crying while she's
I'm
making
like,
out
yeah,
with you?
no, yeah, it's all you. It's all you.
So that is a worse first. You
Yo,
like
it
you were
was
trying
like
to be all tough,
yeah,
getting your nose
trying to be
pierced
tough
3
guy.
times.
All that tough guy shit is for the birds. Like, you don't gotta do that, guys.
Just
like,
cry on the first date.
Yeah, she probably would have like been equally as impressed if I was like, bro, why would you even if I would have went off on him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But anyway, so that was a worst first date. For sure.
Are
but
you
it turned
keep
out
this
to be
in
amazing.
the septum?
Yeah,
piercing?
see, I'm like so adamant about being like everyone's telling me like take it out right now.
Well, you have such a gnarly piercing in there too. You guys, I mean, for those of you that aren't watching the YouTube video yet, that are listening to the podcast, it is like a bone, like a Flintstone, like
Bam Bam.
Like Bam Bam through like the bottom part of his nose. I totally get it.
I get
everything. Come on.
Bam Bam.
No, but you know
is like my favorite movie
it's
ever.
so weird. I actually like love getting pierced, and I love piercing and that kind of stuff. Like I like the pain. I'm weird like that.
It's such a weird, different pain because it's like taking something out of your body.
Yeah, it's
even though you're putting something in, it's like picturing like literally like you're putting a whole like something is being removed from right there. It's really like it's like spiritual.
I get really sick when I get tattooed.
Oh,
do you get sick?
No, not at all. But that's another thing is like tattoos are so great for me. Like I'm from Minnesota. Like one of the greatest things that Minnesota taught me growing up is weather and going to a bus stop at like 6 a.m. when it's dark out and 0 degrees and having to teach yourself, like literally teach yourself like, no, it's not cold out.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm sweating. Yeah.
Like my sister used to hate me because she'd be at the bus stop like, fuck this. And I'd be like, I'm in Florida on a beach. Haha. And then I saw how mad it'd make her and I'd just be like smiling there. And it really taught me to like smile through everything.
Wow.
And like, and with and that everything's temporary. You know?
Right.
And so like with tattoos, that's like one of the things that like when anything chaotic is going on in my life, like I always somehow jump to tattoos, like get a tattoo. And it's not for the reasons like, oh yeah, like dude, new perspective, new life. It's like really like just remembering like everything's temporary. It's like this hurts so bad, but I'm gonna smile through it and it's gonna be done. Like there is a finish line to this. Yeah. I'm not gonna be in pain forever, you know?
It's true. See, I don't get hurt when I get tattooed. I don't mind the pain, but the ink, like I guess when it leaks into my system for some reason makes me ill.
Oh really?
I think I'm like allergic to the tattoo.
Do your tattoos
ink.
like raise up sometimes?
Yeah,
do you feel them, like, raise up?
Yeah. I get like
it's not like
sick.
it's not like a bad allergic thing. You don't have to worry about it.
I have like a thing where I get like ill and I like throw up because
okay,
of, like,
maybe don't quote me. That might be a bad thing. Maybe no more tattoos.
I die, but yeah, no, I don't get any more tattoos because like
I die, but yeah, anyway.
I know, right? I'm all. He told me I was fine. Monson told me I was fine. I die from getting another tattoo. No, but I do. I get really sick. Like I throw up, and it's from the ink entering my bloodstream. It's really weird.
That's different.
It's fucking
like,
weird.
Kinda
but the
like,
pain doesn't hurt me at all. But it'll be like a little couple hours later.
Where have you got them? You have one right here. That hurts, yo.
I have them here.
You're lying.
Here.
Don't say it doesn't hurt at all.
It doesn't hurt me.
Oh God, tattoos hurt me, dude. Still.
No, I actually don't even. You have one right here. That must have sucked.
That hurt.
What does it say? I am
the
myself.
Craziest one. Yeah, I'm myself. The craziest one I got was on my rib cage. I think that hurt the most.
Yeah,
and like right here. Oh my God, look at this. Here's my worst tattoo story.
Oh,
so like, look.
What is it? Tell everyone who's listening what it is. I mean, there'll be video later.
Okay, so this is. I'm gonna tell you my worst tattoo story.
Okay.
Which I have a lot of tattoos, and almost all of them were done not in a tattoo shop or by someone giving like their first or second tattoo.
Dead.
Or by myself doing them. So anyways, I'm getting these tattoos on my hand, which are like little like Valentine hearts, you know, the candy hearts. And it says what my mom always said to me when I'd leave the house. She'd say, be safe, be smart, right? So it says, be safe, be smart, and it says mom. And then my mom's name is Deborah Ann Smith. And it says, thank you, I love you, Deborah Ann Smith. And then I go and I call my mom, and I'm like, look, Mom, I just got a tattoo for you. And she's like, who the fuck is Deborah? I'm like, that's your name? She's like, that's not how you spell my name.
No.
And literally, and this is like the last tattoo I got. So I'm 32 years old, people. And I still spelled my mom's name.
How did they spell it?
I actually spelled both of them. Deborah, I spelled it Deborah, and then Anne, because her name's Deborah Ann Smith. And I spelled Ann with an E and Deborah completely wrong.
How does she spell Deborah?
Debra.
Oh.
Which is like in my eyes so much cooler than Deb. O-R-A-H, like
yeah,
Deborah.
Deborah.
And so anyways,
So you spelled your own mother's name wrong.
But
in your
and then
tribute tattoo.
it turned into like a great thing though, because I was like, wow, that's such like a epitome of me. Like, why would you not double check, bro? And like the one time I've never spelled my mom's name like that before ever in my life. Like the one time, I'm like so certain. But that's living in the moment, people. Living in the moment might give you a lot of your worst bests.
Yeah, I guess like it could be a worse best or be a worse best. Good that you look at it in a positive way instead of looking at it like in a negative way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still her name. It's just spelled wrong.
Yeah, it's there. No, so then I had to redo it. I just put a line through it. It's like, so I just put a line through it.
And then you spelled it right.
And then just put a new one.
Look at that.
And then
like
put
paper.
an E after that.
Oh my God, I love it. Did you ever get a girl's name tattooed on you?
Yes, I have my ex's face. It says "love" her on my leg for the rest of my life. And I told her when I got him too. Like, she's got some of my, like, she's got my handwriting on her and like.
Are you gonna keep that?
Yes,
Forever?
I told her. Yeah, I was like, dude, just imagine like, 'cause we were like really together, like really together.
Yeah, a long time.
So like I'd even like it was like on some like wore rings for each other type shit, you know? Like we were really like that. So then I'm like thinking, I'm like, damn, like think about if I like really be like another girl like this. Like I have her face right here. Like
Are you okay? Are you happy? Are you like moving on or what are you doing? If you want to talk about it, you don't have
I'd love to talk about it because
Okay.
like I said, like honesty is power and transparency is like one thing the world's missing so much of right now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
especially just like but so yeah, like I just went through like a very public like
Breakup.
breakup,
Right. We
you know
know.
what I'm
We
saying?
all know who it was.
Yeah,
If you look,
yeah.
if you Google him,
and
you'll be able to find it out.
and I love her so dearly forever and ever. And so I am doing really good. It's really about knowing that whatever's going on in the present is worth the future, and like whatever the future holds, like my idea of the future of right now, where I was gonna be right now, was amazing and nowhere near how amazing it actually is.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I pictured myself doing so many great things, and I've accomplished. Like I'm on a third bucket list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So whatever the future that I picture it being, I just know it's gonna be better than I even picture it.
Good.
So going through all this right now is it's a testament to remind myself who I am, you know, and be the person that I tell the world that I am, you know.
Are you sad?
Oh my goodness, yes.
You're heartbroken.
I'm so heartbroken.
I feel you, dude.
Yeah,
I feel
you can tell.
I've
I mean,
been there.
everyone can
I've
see.
been
Everyone
there.
can see in my eyes too. Like they know. Like anyone who knows me, it's like actually like I just saw my ex and like it was rough because I had to tell her like, wow, you look so happy right now, and she was just like, you don't. And I was like, I know everyone's telling me that. Everyone's telling me that. They're like, dude, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? And like that's nice because I've been the type of person my whole life who's never asked for sympathy. Like I really don't.
Right.
I really like. I tell the world to be positive at all times.
Right.
That's like my thing. And that's not like a game to me. It's just like everybody knows that you're not going to be able to go through your life the whole time just being like, yeah, like everything's
No, nothing's
all good.
always rad.
Right. And
You
it's
have
like
to have the hills and the valleys.
it's like but what you share with the world can either be positive or negative. Like period. Whatever's going on internally, like I'm sure everyone in this world like wants their light to shine, and it's like whatever's going on internally, that's where it's really hard and challenging for your light to shine. But externally, you can like fake a smile, man. That's
Of
like
course.
it's my biggest thing, and like pet peeve in life is people being like, dude, faking a smile, like what's that? No. And I'm like, yo, that is called practicing. Like that is called practicing being happy. Like if you want to play
Practicing being
basketball,
happy.
like and you go shoot the basket, like you go shoot a ball, like are you faking being a basketball player? No.
Right,
Like
right.
you're practicing being a basketball player. And me walking around faking a smile, like yeah, call the word fake whatever you want. It's just
But
like
you're just
selfish.
trying to be happy.
It's like just me being like I'm practicing for when I am like fully gonna be happy or fully able to be happy or whatever. But like we all know, like if you want to be fully 100% happy,
Yeah.
you cannot have a relationship or friendships or a family or anything. You
no,
have to
because
be-
everything affects you.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you got to know that this is like a real jungle. Like you're going every day you communicate with people, like you are specifically allowing yourself to not be happy,
Right.
you know?
Right. And
So-
you're letting every time you let someone in, be prepared
Yeah.
for that person to let you
Oh,
down. You know,
man.
like
Oh,
if you're
that's the
gonna live your
hardest
life
one.
and you let people in, that's you sacrificing. You know, you're making a vulnerability, saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna love this person. I'm gonna open my heart to this person."
And it's so worth it, huh?
And you let them in, and you know what? You experience the greatest love of your life, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can experience the greatest hurt of your life. But the love, I think, is worth the hurt. To be honest, I do.
course.
I've had my heart broken. We've all been there. I mean, I think most people have been there, having their hearts broken. It's
Mm-hmm.
part of life. But I'll tell you what, I went through one of the hardest breakups and heartbreaks in my life a few years ago, and I thought I would never move on. And then I met my husband, and I'm telling you right now, I did not see it coming. It hit me like out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at the lowest low of my life. My self-esteem was broken. Like I felt shit about myself. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to do anything with my life. And then out of nowhere, I was going on all these bad dates. I kept comparing everyone. You know, you go on dates and you're like, oh God, they're nothing like this person. I'm so bummed. This person is, you know, no one's ever going to replace them, whatever. No one's good enough. And then one day when you stop looking and you're just like, you learn to love just yourself and being with yourself, which was the hardest thing I ever did, was to just go, fuck, if I end up being by myself, I have to be okay with it. Yeah. You start to just love yourself. Then you open yourself and the right person comes in. And that is like randomly I met Tommy. And then boom, I was like, oh my God, I hung out with him one time and I was like,
yeah.
This is my person.
And all
like
that,
it was so crazy.
And
like
all the experience going through that, like it
was all and the connection, and you heal, and you find that like you can love again. Like I believe in soulmates to a degree. I believe people have multiple soulmates. I know that sounds kind of like not as romantic.
No, but it's true.
But I think you can have multiple soulmates. I think you can go through life and say, you know, I love this person at one point, but then we change, we grow, and then you grow into like being in love with somebody else, and then they're your soulmate and that kind of thing. You know, I just think that, I mean, you can't have one person who evolves the same way you do your whole life. I think there can be soulmates that, you know, last a really long time, but I think that, you know, you fall in love with people and like it grows, and then you grow out of each other, and then you grow into new people, and that's just life, and it's beautiful, you know?
I need this so bad right now.
Yeah.
For real, the multiple soulmates thing. Like,
it's true. Important. This isn't the one. You're only 32. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm 32.
Yeah, hell yeah, we only 32.
32,
you see what I'm saying?
Bro. Like people are living to like 120, you know?
Yes.
This isn't going to be it.
No,
like,
I know.
It's a beautiful thing to have an incredible love. It's a beautiful thing to have an incredible relationship and an incredible connection. But just know that there's going to be many of those. Like, I mean, I talk to my parents who are like in their 60s now, and they've been in love like many times. Yeah. Like they tell me like, oh, I met this person and I was with her.
And they fall back in love with each
look
other.
at my husband. He was with his first wife for 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And they were so in love. And then his next wife for 5 years, and they were so in love, and his last one with 8 years, and they were so in love, and like, you know, that doesn't take away from them being a specific person that served you at that point in your life.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we grow, we change, and like you're gonna find another person that you're gonna be like, oh my God, I never thought it would happen again, and it will. I know that's this crazy thing, but I know it hurts, and I know everyone listening right now, anyone who's going through a breakup, I know it fucking sucks. Like, trust me, like I have girlfriends going through breakups right now where they don't get out of bed. My one girlfriend, she hasn't gotten out of bed in like 3 months.
I was like dark Mod Sun for a while, yo.
Yeah, you were like Mod Moon. You were like
I was Mad Sun.
Yeah, Mad Sun instead of Mod Sun. Yeah. You were hiding in your bedroom.
I swear.
No,
but and you know what the other like thing about it is going through this, and like is maybe not too nice it is to be. It's like if you have a passion like a art or anything that you do, like when you go through stuff like this, like
throw yourself into it.
Oh, it pours out of you.
Yeah,
like,
your art just becomes amazing.
You're like, remember why you do art as like an escape from reality. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I was like in my bed for a week, like not leaving my bed for real. It was like up for days, just in my bed, just making music over and over and over, just sitting in my bed. And like when it hits like that for me, that's like the best times where it's like not being forced at all. It's just like I literally have to like get out of this world right now.
Yeah, you do.
And I forget about time and everything. And then as soon as I'm done with this session, it's like, oh, I'm right back into it. Like, oh.
The darkest times in your life can inspire some of the most incredible art.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. Like
you're very artistic. I really loved watching the American meme show.
Oh, thank
and
you.
Finding out so much about your past and just like how passionate you have been about being different.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy ride. I mean, I definitely think like I've gone through so much shit. A lot of people have gone through a lot of shit, but that's the one thing that I did learn is like whenever I'm really sad or whenever I'm like really hurt, I create some of the best things I've ever made. You know, I mean, when I started making my comedy videos, I was in like the lowest place in my life, and they made me so successful just from doing and I was doing comedy, and I was so sad, like I was miserable. I was I was trying to wean myself off of this antidepressant, and it was like killing me, and I wasn't leaving my house, and I felt stuck and trapped.
You're out here making everyone laugh.
And I was like making everyone laugh, and then I'd put then I'd put away the phone, and I was like, like I can't go outside. Like it was very scary.
Okay, but yo, bless you for that.
Yo, I tried really hard.
Seriously, bless you for that. People think it's like, some people could have an idea of it twisted, like your outlet being something that is an outlet. Like people think that so much about what you share with the world is the essence of you, rather than you being fearless and being like, no, this is who I want to be. This is who this is all my influences, all my idols. Like for me, everybody, I love you. Everybody that passed away before I was born, you know what I'm saying? Musically wise, that I listen to every day. I do everything I can to make sure like they tune into my story. You know, they tune in and they're watching me and they're with me, and like that means like, when you pull out the phone, you're like, hey, maybe we're gonna have a great day today, man. You turn off and
you're like, no, we're not. We're not having.
But it's like, that's eating sadness. That's eating the world's sadness, and that is a duty. That is a superhero.
Yeah.
You know?
I try no matter how sad I am to always make people laugh, and I think that's an important thing, because the only thing that really makes me happy is making other people happy anymore. So that's like a big thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if
anyone
you can make
can say that sentence.
Happy,
I really believe you when you say that.
Yeah, that's all I have right now. Anyway. All right, let's throw to a break, guys. We're getting deep over here on Worst First. We're going to be right back with Modson. Yay. One of the hardest things about being a girl is when it comes to feminine care, having to decide a product that is good for you, good for your body, especially when it comes to something you're putting inside of your body. Now, believe it or not, most people don't know this, that the FDA does not require feminine care product companies to list a comprehensive list of their ingredients. They can kind of put whatever they want in there, and we will never know. So that's when I discovered this company called Lola, which I am so excited about. Lola is a female-founded company that offers a line of organic cotton, tampons, pads, and liners in a subscription box that you get every month delivered to your door. So you don't need to run out to the store anymore trying to figure out, grab this, grab that, what's on sale. You can simply go to mylola.com and enter the promo code WORST, WORST, for Worst First, and you get 40% off your subscription to Lola. So Lola basically is all organic cotton pads, tampons, cleansing wipes delivered to your door. You can modify the subscription at any time, and they come with a comprehensive list of ingredients, what they're made out of. It's all good for you. It's nothing to worry about, no dangerous chemicals or anything like that. So I've used them. I'm really excited about them, and I was excited to share this with you. So there's no more questions about what you are doing, putting inside your body, your time of the month. Head over to mylola.com to start your subscription and get 40% off with the code WORST. Enjoy. Hey guys, it's Brittany, and thanks for listening to Worst First. We have a really great new opportunity for you guys to receive counseling and therapy that you need at a fraction of the price without having to leave your home. How great does that sound? If you head over to betterhelp.com/worst, WORST, you get 10% off an entire month of therapy, and you don't even have to leave your house. You can text with counselors online, you can chat with them over the phone, you can Skype, you can do whatever you'd like, and you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. If you don't like the counselor that you're paired with, you can feel free to switch up at any time. How convenient is that? Now you have no excuse to not get the help that you need, and at least having someone to talk to, even if you're not really struggling in your life, it's a really big part of self-development. I personally love it. I endorse therapy. I endorse mental health and everything that you can go along with you leading a positive life. So head to betterhelp.com/worst, WORST, and receive 10% off your first month of therapy. This is your chance, guys. Get to being the you want to be with betterhelp.com.
Hey guys, it's Brittany, and thanks for listening to Worst First. We have a really great new opportunity for you guys to receive counseling and therapy that you need at a fraction of the price without having to leave your home. How great does that sound? If you head over to betterhelp.com/worst, WORST, you get 10% off an entire month of therapy, and you don't even have to leave your house. You can text with counselors online, you can chat with them over the phone, you can Skype, you can do whatever you'd like, and you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. If you don't like the counselor that you're paired with, you can feel free to switch up at any time. How convenient is that? Now you have no excuse to not get the help that you need, and at least having someone to talk to, even if you're not really struggling in your life, it's a really big part of self-development. I personally love it. I endorse therapy. I endorse mental health and everything that you can go along with you leading a positive life. So head to betterhelp.com/worst, WORST, and receive 10% off your first month of therapy. This is your chance, guys. Get to being the you want to be with betterhelp.com.
Okay, guys, we are back. We are back on Worst First. We have Madsen here. We're getting deep. We're getting real. We're getting into it. We're hoping that we're helping people that are listening to this to know that if you're going through a breakup or you're struggling with anxiety or depression or whatever, you're not alone. Him and I are very similar. I think that we have a lot, like we're big feelers. We feel a lot. We're empathetic. We feel for other people.
More than we feel for ourselves.
Yeah, and maybe a little too much, right? Yeah, it's hard.
I know,
it's
but
hard.
when you surround yourself with like-minded people, it all works out.
Yeah,
and all
you
of a
do.
sudden, you're being the like giver your whole life, and then you're around another giver type of situation, and it just becomes beautiful.
You need to find your giver. I know. You know what? Because it's so funny that you just said that. When I was in relationships before Tommy, I was just the giver. And I was getting taken from take by the other person emotionally, like physically, materialistically, whatever. And then I got with Tommy, and he's a giver. And so it's like literally.
Dude, I know. Isn't it so great?
It's
when it's
so
like
perfect.
People that want to like nurture.
Yes, both nurturing, like
I love
hugging,
that.
kissing, reassuring, texting, loving. Like
see, that's like that's like also why I feel like things happened in my life specifically the way they are. Is that like every relationship that I was in before this, I feel like was me like taking all the focus in a way,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like always being like nurturing and caring and like whatever, live at my crib, like I'll take you out, like all that,
right?
Those things. But then it's like it was always like focused on me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas the relationship I was just in was like me being like I'm second. I'm totally fine with being second. I love this. Like I'm cheerleader, like I'm your cheerleader, you know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Yeah, and like but I needed to see both sides,
but you also matter too, like you can't.
Right. And you know, and that's not to say that like me the way me and my ex were very like nurturing and supportive, but it's like I was definitely being like no, like I'm the man, like I'll do whatever for you, right?
That's beautiful
and
too.
I needed to feel that because I was like really with relationships, and like I had to like apologize to like some of my exes like within the last 2 weeks,
really?
And be like, wow, like I have like total clarity. Yeah, like I've really been going through it, people. But like, yeah, I like, you know, talked to one of my exes and was like, yo, you know, like I feel you, like, yeah, like when we broke up I was kind of like, wait, I'm not an asshole. And then I was kind of like, ooh, yeah.
Because you made it the relationship all about you when you were with her?
Absolutely. Almost all my relationships before this last one was all about me.
You.
It was all about, because I was on my come up. It was like, I'm going to do it. Like, I
right.
Like, I don't have time to waste. Like, it's either you want to be in my life or like we're not going to be in each other's life.
Right.
Whereas this one, it was like, whatever, fuck my life. You know what I'm saying? It was like, fuck my life. Like, I'm here with you, girl. And
a beautiful girl will do that.
God, I know.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful. His ex is beautiful. She's one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in person. I remember when I first met her, I was like,
it's just
really naturally, very naturally beautiful.
And her personality is like one of a kind. Like that's why. Oh, I miss you, girl. You're probably gonna watch this and imagine you. I told her that I was doing this today.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. She knows you. You guys know each other well.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. She's great.
She loves you. She's very nice things about you always.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I want to hear more of your worst first stories.
Yeah, let's get back into it.
You told me on the break you have a crazy drug story.
Yeah.
We love those on worst first because everyone's had a gnarly drug experience.
Yeah.
I mean, at least anyone who's living in LA, pretty much.
Oh my God.
There's so many bad.
If you haven't, then you're probably on the right track.
I don't touch drugs anymore because I've had so many bad experiences, but I want to hear yours.
Okay, so check it out. This involves my friend who I can totally say because he would totally say this story too. So Me and MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, one of my very good friends, one of my best friends and closest to crazy fucking flames inside our heads.
Love it.
That I've ever met. So he's shooting an album cover for his album it wasn't his last album, it was the album before that. So maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. I had just like moved to California, been here for like maybe a year. And so I go over to Kel's house and me and Kel's like, we like mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? We eat mushrooms.
Do you
And,
still
like,
do mushrooms?
Oh yeah.
I'm
on
so
mushrooms
scared
right
of
now.
them. Dead. I look purple. I'm like,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah.
I'm just a big Teletubby interviewing you. I'm like, tell me your stories.
Yo,
I'm just a penguin.
Microdosing is like
Dead.
really
I heard about
really
that.
powerful.
I heard about that.
It's
I heard
really
it can be good
powerful.
for you.
I mean, look, like if there's like, I personally can't take a pill. Like I can't take pills.
I'm too
I can't
insane.
take vitamins. I can't
Oh,
take.
really?
I can't do it. Like I had a friend pass away when I was younger, and I swore anything like that off because I have a very addictive personality.
What did he pass away from?
Passed away from oxycodone.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And it was like he became so relaxed that his heart forgot to keep beating. You know, and I was afraid. I'm just so terrified.
Good that you don't take pills.
I'm such an addictive personality to things. I have to have a vice. I have to have like a thing, and that is not at all cool or saying anything. It's just like my mind is not trained in certain ways to be like here in the moment and not in my moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like depicted on how I treat myself. I don't know.
Well, you find what works for you.
I just went to the doctor though recently, and they said that I had the best health scan.
I had the best.
I have the best health scan.
You pass out
but
and die.
my talking is not full out. I had the best health scan. The reason I did that, people, is because health and best, if you're saying it together, you kind of skip it. Best.
He has the belt.
Yeah,
The
I had the
best
best
health.
health scan that they had. I did the
I love
blow
it.
into the machine thing, and I was like, "What's the highest limit you ever had?" They're like, "That one right there." I was like, "Let
What's
me go
the
again.
blow
I'll
into
take
the
that."
machine thing?
Like it tests your lung capability. So
Really?
You like, do this machine that like blow as hard as you can and as long as you can, and you're like.
He's
what
all,
are you
now
doing?
do it with my penis. You're
Yeah,
like, that's
I'm
weird. Okay,
I'm
doctor.
Like, which one you want? Huh? Up or down, baby? You're hilarious. I love you.
Dead.
So
they said you're really healthy.
So I'm very healthy.
Could they tell you're on
Anyway.
mushrooms at the doctor?
Yeah, right.
They could.
I'm
or
like,
no?
guys, does this mean I'm healthy too? The fact that you
Dead.
look like a monster right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
So you're on mushrooms right now, and you're telling me a mushroom story.
Yes, I'm telling you a mushroom story. And so we like mushrooms, and I go over to Kel's house, and this turned out to be like a 3-day escapade. I came over there, and we made mushroom tea, and we're like in his crib, like watching like. I have like my projector with me. I don't know why I have my projector with me, like watching projections on the ceiling, sitting there. And I like tell Kels one thing. I'm like, yo, bro, like when I like take mushrooms, like I really don't like to like be around a bunch of like people that aren't on mushrooms.
Because
You know
it
what I'm
freaks
saying?
you out.
Kind of my rule. Like, yeah, I don't want to be around a bunch of people. Yeah, here I am on mushrooms right now.
I know, but I'm like crazy, so
like,
it's okay.
I'm saying like
yeah.
I'm saying like when you're gonna trip.
Right,
like, you're
right.
Eating mushrooms to trip and
Yeah.
like be a weirdo, which
Yeah.
I like become a weirdo on mushrooms. I'm like Jim Morrison, like baby, everything's good. So like I'm like, bro, just don't like invite a bunch of people over. Don't invite anyone over. You know, we're good. We got our crew here. We're good. Dude, literally 10 minutes later, like 5 porn stars bust in the door. You know what I'm saying? Like porn stars that I like knew who they were.
You're like, I've
through
seen
their
you
work. And I'm like sitting on the floor like, bro, out of all people,
Yeah.
like why would you do this?
You're
to
like,
me?
I know what her insides
And
look like.
yo,
Dead.
and meanwhile I'm like just seeing her insides too, just like tripping
Oh
completely.
my
like,
God.
Is that you?
Oh my
No.
god.
And so yo, I'm like, he looks over at me like this too, just like
He's
like
menacing.
just like a devil.
Loves
bro.
it.
Good.
He's like,
Dennis the Menace. And so I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. Can't believe you did that, but whatever. We're gonna ride with it. It turned out being great. We like went and got in her car, one of them car, and went up to like to the top of the fucking mall and or some shit and listened to like Journey and shit. It's like typical cool night. And except Kel's like freaked out on her at one point. Kel's is like so, you know Kel's.
Yeah.
So like, yo, he's one of my best influences on my life because he will literally tell you exactly how he's feeling at every second.
Right.
No holds barred, unapologetically him. I love that. I was so not. I learned so much from him. We've been friends for like 6 years now, like really close friends, and I've learned that so well from him. And he's a great father.
Aw, he does look like a great dad.
He's a great father,
Yeah.
and he like really cares, and he's just gets better every day. It's so awesome. So anyways, here
So
we
you
are.
guys went up to a hill and were hanging
yeah. And then the night ends, and I stay over, and like we're basically still tripping. He has a photo shoot for his new album at like 6 a.m. in Joshua Tree,
my
and they're like, "Yo, Mod, like, can you just creative direct the photo shoot?" Like because I do that, like creative direct shit and direct videos. I've directed his biggest video out right
Love
now.
that.
Got, like, 300 million plays. Yeah.
I love
Shot it
that.
in my house for nothing.
Dead.
I was like, yeah, for sure. And we'll go to my house, pack up my van with like all sorts of stuff, guitars and suitcases and all this stuff, and bring it down the desert. So we go down to the desert, and we get there like as the sun's coming up. Seriously, it's like 6 a.m. in Joshua Tree. Here's a little side note on Joshua Tree for anyone out there who doesn't live in California. Like I didn't. I moved out here and literally was like, I'm going to go to Joshua Tree today, and typed in Joshua Tree and went there. I showed up and I was like, so where's the Joshua Tree? And the lady was
Dead.
like, I was like, I thought the Joshua Tree was like a U2 album.
Oh,
The Tree. I thought it was
my
one tree.
God.
I thought it was like
love
a
you.
holy sacred tree.
Really?
So I was like, where's the Joshua Tree?
Dead.
Anyways.
And everyone in Joshua Tree
For
is like,
everybody
I don't
out there, Joshua Tree is a type of tree, which are everywhere.
Right.
So I get there. So we pull up to Joshua Tree. We're there. And we continue to take more drugs.
Oh, my God.
At this point, we like ate more mushrooms. I think like 2CI or something, like some like black market pharmacy drug shit.
Oh, my God.
And we're in the fucking desert and we're killing it, though. Just like, because when you're in the desert, that's kind of where you can just freely be on these days and be like, yeah, it's all good.
Right.
So we're killing it. We do all these amazing photos. And his label, which is a huge major label, is like, yo, we're going to come down and check on you guys today because like we gave you the whole budget to do this album stuff.
Right.
So we're going to come down and make sure you're doing it. And they're on the phone, dude, we're killing it. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So Kels goes like this. He's like, as they're coming down, Kels is like, yo, my label's coming down and like we got to be like cool, man, you know what I'm saying? We can't be too crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, cool, no problem. Like they don't even gotta see
You're like,
me,
it's
bro.
fine, I'm great. I'm
I'm like, yo, they
your
don't
eyeballs
even,
hanging.
yeah I'm sitting, literally
You're like,
I had just actually got done telling him, Kel, all of
Yeah,
a sudden I can
right.
play the guitar. I just found
You're just
Desolation
naked.
Row.
You're like running around
Yo,
naked. It's chill, bro. It's
I
chill.
was walking through the desert by myself.
You're doing
with
like
his
helicopter
guitar.
with your dick.
Yo, I accidentally broke his guitar that the Billy from Green Day gave him. I broke it in the desert that day because I was walking around. I was like, Kels, I can play guitar now. I just found Desolation Row. It's like a fucking river dried up, and all of a sudden a spirit jumped inside me, which it did. A spirit jumped inside me that day, and I could play guitars. I made like a rock opera for 3 months, and then I couldn't play ever again. So anyways, Kels is like, yo, you got to be cool. We got to be cool. I'm like, no problem, bro. Like, I got this, dog. No problem. Dude, they pull up. As they pull up, Kels pulls a knife out of his pocket, runs up to the car, starts banging on, going, we're on drugs, motherfuckers! And I'm like,
And he's the one that
bro.
told you to be
I'm
chill?
like, bro. I'm like, how do you do that? You were like that jock in high school, like the one that's like, yo, like, yeah, don't do that. And then do it right away.
Oh,
Like,
my
I could
God.
not
He ran up
believe
to
it.
the label's car with a knife?
Yes, banging on it, because I'm going to get into the knife thing. Kels has a knife obsession,
Okay.
I'm surprised you don't know this by the amount of times you've been around him. Kels has a complete knife obsession, and his buddy Rook, okay? They're obsessed with knives, and they're like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They push each other more. Oh, I can throw it higher. I can do this. So they freak out. They completely freak out the label. But I'm like, okay, he's trying to get me to join in to be like, yo, come on, man, we're crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, they're not my label, so I guess fuck it. It's like, good. So I started going crazy with them. Yo, they like literally started to just be like, dude, like, this is bad. Like, you guys are like,
You guys need to chill.
you guys are like looking crazy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like Kels is literally like doing this, and the sun's still out, so it's okay. But he's throwing knives up like this, and like he throws one up like this, and doesn't catch it, and it literally lands sticking straight up like 6 inches from the high heel of like the girl exec from inner school, whatever.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Oh
And
my God.
And so they're like, all right, cool. You guys like taking good pictures. We're out. So they leave. And like, here I am with Kels and Rook, and the sun's going down. And we're like, at this point, after you've like been on like a drug bender, tripping bender type of thing, you kind of like can go in and out of remembering like how much shit you're on or whatever. And
Right.
then all of a sudden you do remember, and it's like heavy as fuck.
And it freaks you out.
Freaks you out.
Yeah, when you start to come down when you're in that mid zone.
Dude, and
Yeah.
it's like,
and you're
yo,
like conscious but not conscious, and,
and
you're
it's
like,
getting
fuck.
dark, so like
Yeah.
Kel's face is starting to look like real demonic
Melty. Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
He's got like half shadows on it, and all of a sudden like we're standing up there, and like I said about this knife shit, so like I'm talking to Kel's, and like this is the first time me and Kel's like actually got like into it with each other, like mad at each other.
Oh shit.
Cause Kel's is like, man, when you do drugs, you get all hippie and up and shit like that. It's like, when I do drugs, I get fucking dark. And he grabs my face like this and throws a knife in the air and grabs my face like this. I swear to God.
Oh my
And
God.
dude, I never saw the knife come down. I just turned around and started running as fast as I fucking could. okay? Just as fast as I can. And Kels and Rook are literally behind me yelling, we're gonna go get you, motherfucker! We're after you! We can see you! And it's pitch black. And I'm running through, okay, like if you're in Joshua Tree, like there's trails, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're like me and you're freaked out, you just start running. Dude, I'm running through everything, through bushes. I'm like, I swear to
You didn't even know where you were going.
No, there's snakes like biting my ankles, bro. I swear to God, which is, I can tell none of my jokes talk about that. So I end up completely by myself in Joshua Tree in the pitch black, and like I'm far away from them, but I can still hear them. And then all of a sudden, silence. And then all of a sudden I hear a car start, and all of a sudden everyone fucking leaves.
They left you there?
Yes.
No.
Joshua Tree. And that's again when the spirit arrived and jumped in my soul. And I swear to you not, my boy JL actually had to come down and get me.
Wait. They left you that night?
Yeah, because I was like, I'm over it. Like, fuck y'all. Like, I like ran, like heavy ran off and was like done with it. And like, yo, honestly.
You could have gotten eaten by like
100%.
a bobcat.
100%. But now I'm like I became like one with Joshua Tree that night.
Dead.
I was in like this last Coachella thing when
after one night
chaos,
they find you and you're just like wearing like leaves and like you have like a bunny rabbit on your arm.
Dude, me and my girl, we broke up at Coachella.
Dead.
And where did I go? Right to Joshua Tree.
Did you sleep overnight in the forest by yourself that night?
Absolutely, but no sleeping, just walking around on Desolation Road. I was like, this is Desolation
by
Road.
yourself, no food, no water.
Yeah, totally.
Were you freaking out?
Like low key, yeah, but then I was also like in that I'm such like Jim Morrison's like my god, like
yeah.
And he's like, I was like reenacting the movie basically. If
Dead.
you've seen the Doors movie,
Dead.
like I had like This Is the End like playing, and like I'm walking around. He's like, he walks on down the hall, and he walks in, and I'm literally like remaking the movie, like walking through, like acting like I'm following a shaman and shit, which I probably was.
Did you have your cell phone?
Yeah.
Were you able to? So how did the person find you to pick you up?
My boy JL came down and picked me up at like it was probably like 6 a.m. the next day.
Yeah. So how many hours?
Yo, look at Kel's album. I think it's not his last. It's the one before that. What's the name of that album? It's the one with Alpha Omega on it. Anyways, if you go look at it, all the pictures are brilliant. It's like him with like a suitcase and he's walking through the desert and like looking all like.
And you
like
took all those pictures?
I didn't take the pictures. I creative directed them. So like.
That's so
Hold this
crazy.
and stand there and that shit. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I would have a fucking panic attack.
I really did though. Like I've wanted to play guitar my whole life. I've had a guitar literally in my possession since I was 2 years old, and never really been able to play it. Like I can play songs and do this and that, but well in Joshua Tree on that time, I swear this soul jumped into me. And I could play guitar, and I started this band with Black Bear. Me and this kid named Black Bear. We started this band called Hotel Motel and wrote like this like rock opera. And then I could never play guitar again. I mean, now I'm like learning again how to play like not even close to what I was playing after the desert.
And I know people might be listening and think that's weird that like, oh, like, you know, you have a spirit jump into you or whatever. Yeah. But I actually totally relate to that because I've been at weird points in my life where I look at some of my drawings from high school and they're so insane. Dude, no. But like my old drawings are like insane. Like they're so good. And I remember that when I would draw when I was younger, I would go into like a trance. And I wouldn't remember like drawing. And then I'd finish and be like, whoa, that's such a good drawing. And then
you know you're really good.
Thanks. That's really sweet. Thank you. I'm not half as good as I used to be.
Fashion drawing? Is that
I did like just like weird creatures that were in my brain, like scary demonic shit.
Such a style to being able to do like silhouette, like fashion
Oh,
drawing. And
thanks.
like, it's so hard to do, and you're really great at that.
Thanks. But I'm just saying, I totally believe what you're saying. I believe, and I know that we sound like weirdos maybe to some people, but I do believe that spirits can interact with you and jump into your body, and they can channel whatever they want, whether it be like a performance or a drawing or whatever, and they stay for a certain amount of time and then they leave.
And then they feel fulfilled.
And it's really crazy because I've had that happen to me.
Seriously,
it's so weird.
You're like the only other one that like would say something like that.
I get it. Like I totally get it. Yeah. Anyway, you're an amazing guest. I could talk to you for like 7 hours.
I feel like we haven't even started yet.
I know, and they're telling me they're like, we gotta wrap it up. I'm like, oh, really, guys?
That's how you know we did amazing.
That's how you know you did amazing. I felt like we didn't even get a chance to get into anything. We're gonna have to hang out. We'll get lunch. Anyway, Modson, make sure to follow him. You can follow him on all social networks. It's just at Modson, right?
MODSUN. Yes, please do. It stands for Movement on dreams, stand under none. I believe in all of you out there. This was a very big pleasure of my life. I'm going to watch this episode many times.
We are so excited to have you.
I really needed like this conversation we had too, so thank you.
And if you need beautifulness and spirituality and like positivity, he's a great person to follow. He's always very happy, and he's very just his energy is very, very contagious, and it makes you want to smile. I'm serious. I went in here today and I was kind of having like a weird off day, and like your energy that you brought revived me. Isn't that great?
It is.
It's a
really
beautiful
great.
thing. See, you do that for people.
Kindred spirits, man.
That's what happens.
Doing exactly what we can in very similar ways.
You killed it. I love you. Oh my God. All right, guys, make sure to follow him, and thank you so much for listening.
I love you, Brittany. Worst first.
I love you. We will be back next week.